All right, FightHype.com here with my man Ashley Theophane. Ashley, it's fight week, a couple days away. I know you were in the gym today putting in the finishing touches on everything. How are you feeling going into this final week?
I'm feeling great. You know, it's been a tremendous camp. I've sparred with Floyd, sparred with Gamboa, with Steve Forbes, with Mickey Bay. I've sparred with some very good fighters. You know, and I've put in some good performances. So I'm happy with where I am now.
You know, obviously this fight's an important one. I know that. I mean, every fight's important, but I know you've kind of got your eyes on hopefully a title shot if you get past this fight. Does that put any added pressure on you to not necessarily just to win, but to look a certain way in the performance?
For me, it's all about getting the win. Like, since I lost to Cano, it's like I've been hungry because I wanted to be back at that level, like a big fight. So for me, I was off TV for 4 fights, I think. Then I was on TV my last fight. So it's proving my worth, like wanting to be back where I believe I belong. So for me, Steve Upsher stands in my way of that. So every fight is important because you want to win. And I'm basically where I was like 2 years ago. I'm not on the pay-per-view, but I'm basically, because if I had beat the Cano kid, I would have fought Danny Garcia. I lost that fight in a split decision, so Herrera got that fight with Danny's, but that was supposed to be me. So like, we're now at the same point where I win this fight, and then Floyd wants to get me a title shot. So it's really important. I don't really worry about me looking good because with each fight that I've had, I've been getting better. I've been looking good. I've been looking good in the gym, sparring the guys. I've been sparring with the young guys that are coming up with as well, with Samaje Thomas, with Ronnie Austin, you know, with these young guys just coming up. So it's been a good camp. So for me, I've been sparring with guys that are better than the actual man I'm fighting. So yeah, we're gonna be good.
Has it been difficult to stay motivated, knowing, like, when you do take a step back like that? I mean, like you said, right now you're kind of at the point where you were 2 years ago prior to, you know, having that misstep. So, you know, for these past 2 years, has it been a difficult process to just stay motivated to get back to that level?
I wouldn't say it. Basically, it's not to stay motivated. It's been where I've been having fights where I'm basically fighting guys where, in a sense, I just have to turn up and I will win because I'm sparring with guys who's better than them. I've beaten guys years ago. For me, it's like I want to prove my worth. Like, I know I'm better than this level. Like, you know, I'm supposed to be like boxing the Danny Garcias or the Lamont Petersons, the Broners. Like, to me, that's who I'm supposed to be in the ring with. You know, that's who I see. I value myself as a boxer, so I believe that I should be in the ring like with the best. So when I'm fighting these other guys, be it the Steve Upsher or the last guy I fought, like, they basically stand in my way of where I want to be. So for me, the hunger's there and the determination's there because I want to be in the big fights. I want to be in the big fights.
You know, you've been in the game for a long time, and you fought. I mean, some of these guys that, you know, fans are really behind, like Danny Garcia. I mean, you fought him a long time ago. Has it been tough to just stay in the game, knowing that, you know, hey, I'm on this level, but I'm not getting the fights that I want? You know what I'm saying?
For me, like, I've been a professional now for 12 years. So for me, 10 of those 12 years I was on my own. So I was kind of that guy. I'm risky. Like, why would you risk your fighter against him when I'm not a big name, but if you know boxing, you know I can fight. So why risk like boxing me when you can fight some name guy who might be easier? Like, say, be it for real, there's been a few times I was supposed to fight Zab. Like, I'm cool with Zab, but I would fight Zab at a drop of a hat. because he's a big name and I want to fight the big names. But if I was Zab, I wouldn't fight me, because you want to fight the big names, and losing to me is a big dent. If he loses to Danny Garcia, to Amir Khan, it's not a big deal, because you lost to one of the elite names. But if you lose to me where I'm not an elite name, then it's dangerous. But Floyd knows I can fight. Like he's been in the ring with me and he knows I can fight. So it's just where they got me to fight the last time with Kano, and I slipped up. You know, I hadn't been on the world scene for a while. I was like British champ, and that's like a drop down in levels, and then to jump back up into the big scene, you know, it took me a few rounds like to get going. But now, you know, I'm fighting Steve Upsher, where a year ago he fought Berto. Like Berto's now fighting Floyd. Like Upsher was supposed to fight Brona on October 3rd, but then Brona got the world title shot. So for me, he's a perfect opponent, where he's been in the game, like against some big names, and he was rumored to be fighting some like other big names, but he can't beat them. He's lost to Louis. He's lost to 3 guys who I believe that I could beat, be it Berto, Collazo, and the Gomez kid. So like beat him, and then, you know, I want my big fight. The boss, Floyd Mayweather, you know, he's told me he wants me to be in some big fights. So that's the perfect motivation that I need, because I've had a perfect camp. So I just feel like the way I felt the past 2 years, I feel like I've been held by my owners. He's holding me on a leash, and I want him to let me off the leash, because I want to be in big fights. Right. I'm watching my teammates be in big fights. You know, some of them have won, some of them have lost, but they've been in the big fights. You want to be in the big. If you're in any sport, you want to fight the best. In whatever sport you do, you want to go against the best, and that's the same with me. So like, yeah, that's for me. You know, I'm 35 years old, and I want to fight. I want to fight the best. I want to be. If I'm watching my boss like go against the best, I watch how hard he works. I watch him put in some good performances, and I just want to be in there with the best as well. And you know, he's saying he's going to make it happen, so be happy about that.
Do you think you know, Steve Upsher is basically the perfect opponent at this time, just because, like you said, he has been in with Berto, he has been in with some other guys. So, you know, with you wanting to get that next shot at the title, now you've got Steve Upsher in front of you. I mean, that's going to give you kind of the opportunity to showcase against him, so to speak.
Yeah, I do honestly feel he is the perfect opponent. You know, he's 25-4 or whatever it is. So he's coming. You know, I know he believes he can come here and cause the upset. He's supposed to believe that. You know, I wouldn't expect you to be any other way. We all have to believe in ourselves, but at the same time, it's like when I spar with these young boys, that's why I like to spar with them, because they believe that they're next. They all believe they're next, and then they have 1 or 2 good rounds against me, and then they all drown. So to me, it's the same thing with him. He's gonna come out believing, you know, he's gonna win. Then I'm gonna punch him in the face, and then he's gonna realize he's not gonna win. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because I know he believes he can win.
Would you say that's kind of what separates you from the younger guys, is just the experience, because you've been in with so many names and you've been at that level before?
Yeah, like the young guys, it's cool. I love sparring them. I love being with them, because they are the future, and a few of them might end up being some world champions. But at this particular time, like, everyone was all about, like, boxing, it's all about youth. Like, nowadays, I don't believe it is. Like, if you look at a lot of the big names, it's experience. Like, that's why you always hear Floyd say, when he goes in that ring, he's not worried about these guys, because he knows that none of them got experience like he's got. And a lot of times, you can have, it is experience. You can't buy experience. There's some like special fighters where you got Crawford and stuff, like it's special. But a lot of these young guys, you know, it's hard for them until you've been there. Like I've been against some good fighters, like say if it's Cano or like Danny Garcia. and I lost. Cool, but I lost by split decision. Like, it could have gone either way. It was those kind of fights. So when I do step up, if I don't win, it's one of those tough kind of fights. So I've shown that I hold my level. I hold my own at top level, you know. But sometimes you fall short. Like, there's no shame in losing, but it's giving your best. That's, for me, I always just give my best. I give my best in camp, and then to go out and fight, that's all I ask of myself, is to give my best. As long as I give my best, then I'm happy.